I'm coming at you today with a little bike check over the Mountain Instinct. It's the 50 model. This one's a rental bike. I have a friend visiting and he rented this bike and I was able to ride it a little bit, and I also rode the Instinct 70, I think it was, back at the Sedona Bike Fest earlier this year, and really liked the bike. And buddy was coming out and I saw this was a bike that was available for rent, and I really enjoyed it at the Sedona, and I thought it'd be a good bike for him. We're out here in Tucson, Arizona. So this one's a 150, 140 bike. It's XT shifter derailleur. It's got the SLX 4-piston brakes on it. It's the carbon model. It's got the Fox Evo shocks, front and rear. It's the 36 front. So very capable bike. This one's been upgraded with a little carbon bar on it, and I noticed this bike is very responsive, like small bump. I have the specialized Stumpjumper Evo Elite, the aluminum one with the Fox factory, and just right off the bat you can tell the rear suspension is just a little bit more active on this one. The really active under the small bump, low speed stuff, where I feel like mine takes a little bit more to get into the travel. It's obviously a little bit bigger travel bike, the Stumpjumper Evo is. It's a 160, 150 bike, so 10 mil more front and rear. But yeah, this bike was just very impressive. It was a toss-up between this one and the one I got, and I think the factory suspension's what sold me on the other bike. The price was about $400 difference, the Specialized being a little bit more. I do have the aluminum frame, where this one has the carbon frame, so it's that was my big selling point. I do really like this bike. I mean, just up in Sedona it performed amazing, and then around Tucson I haven't rode it as much, but my friend that's renting the bike, he has a Ibis. It's the Ripley, so this one's a lot bigger bike than that, but he's pretty impressed with this one around here too. We've done some somewhat technical trails. We've done anything from the blue trails, green. We did a black diamond, so we've got a little bit of everything on this bike, and yeah, I had nothing really negative to say about it. We weighed them, and it came in right at the exact same weight, or within like a half a pound of what my Stumpjumper is. So this one has, a little bit heavier stuff, being a little bit lower spec than this Stumpjumper was, and I did upgrade my Stumpjumper to the Axis. I don't really know that saves any weight, but I got the GX Axis on it instead of the GX now, and some 5 dev cranks, but those I don't think are a big weight saving, so out of the box are about the same weight, similar priced. This is just carbon versus the aluminum, and then factory versus the Evol shocks. So, but even with the lower level suspension, I'm still really digging this bike. I would highly recommend it to anybody that's looking for something in this trail bike category, the 150, 140. That's around $5,400, I think is what this one comes in at. And probably now you could probably find this one on sale if you can find them, being this one's a 2022 model. 23s are coming out. They got a couple different colors I've seen for 23, but yeah, just a quick little bike check, I guess you call it, on this one, and I recommend it. And just for a quick reference, I thought I'd throw a little shot of my bike in here. It's the, like I said, Stumpjumper Evo Elite with the Fox factory. Like I said, I do have the XX1 Rainbow cassette, GX Access, the 5 dev cranks, and then I did put a carbon bar on it, the T1 trail bar. But other than that, it's all other stock other than that. So just so you can reference that between the two bikes, I did make a bike check video on this one about a year ago when I got the bike, shortly after I got it, and I'm still very happy with this one. Still a toss up between the two. I do like to have a little extra suspension, and this bike has done amazing. Everything I've thrown at it, it's handled with ease, climbing, descending, everything. So can't go wrong. This bike or that one. Both phenomenal in their own rights. Close competitors, I'd say. Yep. Very pleased with both bikes. As a rental, that one's flawless, and as a bike to own, can't go wrong with that one either. Later.